Hello and welcome to IndianMoney.com's YouTube channel. My name is Fayaz. We Indians are good at a lot of things. We are very good at saving money. We are very good at investing also these days. But the one thing that we are very bad at is time management or financial planning. And we often end up delaying our financial transactions and we end up delaying important things which we have to complete within the due limit. But the due limit or the deadline is here. 31st March 2022 is the deadline before which we have to complete certain financial transactions. We have to complete certain financial tasks in order to ensure that we're not paying any kind of hefty fee or penalty for not doing these things within the due limit. So what are these things? What are these tasks which you have to complete before the financial year end happens? One by one, we'll talk about all these 6 aspects in detail. So without any further delay, let's just get into it. The number one thing that you have to complete is that you have to link your PAN card with your Aadhaar card. So these are the two most important documents in any Indian's life, right? So if at all you want to give any kind of identity proof, it can be to open any kind of bank account, it can be to open any kind of thing. Even if you want to take a house for rent for that matter, the number one thing that the house owner would ask you is to submit your ID proofs, and he will definitely ask you to submit your PAN card as well as your Aadhaar card. So if at all you have not linked these two together, then chances are that you might end up getting into trouble, because as per the new notification issued by the government of India, it is mandatory now for us to link these two documents together. So you have to link your PAN card with your Aadhaar card, and you have to do it before 31st March 2022. And if at all you are not able to do it, then you will not be able to do your financial transactions properly, which is very much important for us if at all you want to achieve financial freedom or to do any kind of other objectives if at all you want to reach. For example, if at all you want to invest in shares, you want to invest in mutual funds, you want to invest in any kind of property for that matter, or any other kind of security, you need to have these two documents in place. And if at all you have not linked them together, then chances are that you will not be able to do your transactions properly. So make sure you link these two documents together and you do it before the deadline. Otherwise, you will have to end up paying almost 1,000 rupees worth of late fee. Next point is that you have to also file your income tax returns before the due limit. Now, what do I mean by that? So income tax filing is one of the most important tasks that you have to do as an Indian, irrespective of whether you are a person who makes a lot of money or if you do not make money at all. Even if you are a student, even if you are a homemaker, even if you are a farmer, even if you are someone who's running a small business, you can file your taxes. So what you're doing when you're filing your taxes is that you're basically presenting to the government of India that how much money you made during the entire year. Now you might have an argument here that you will say that, okay, my salary is not beyond 5 lakh rupees. My salary is within the limit that the government of India has made it mandatory for you to file your taxes or to pay your taxes. But filing taxes is definitely not related to paying your taxes, right? You have to just prove or showcase how much money you made through the year. Even if you have made less than 5 lakh rupees, do not neglect it. Even if you're someone who's retired now, do not neglect filing your income tax return. Make sure that you file your income tax return as well within the due limit. I know the time limit earlier was 31st December 2022, but now the government has extended it to encourage more and more people to file their tax returns, and the new time limit or the deadline is 31st March 2022. If at all you haven't filed your tax returns for the year 2020, 2021, then this is your time. Make sure you do it within the due time. Otherwise, you will have to end up paying a hefty fee of almost 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees worth of penalty fee will be levied on a person who has not filed his income tax returns on time. Next point is that if at all you want to do any kind of tax saving exercise, this is your time. A lot of people complain that government takes different types of taxes from us in the form of GST, in the form of income tax, in the form of property tax, wealth tax, etc. But not a lot of people know this, that government also gives us certain tax benefits, certain tax advantages. For example, let's just say that you have taken any kind of health insurance or a life insurance for that matter, and you're paying any amount of money in the form of the premium. So let's just say that you're paying your premiums for your insurance. It can be 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees per annum. So now, do you know that instead of treating that money as an expense, whatever you do with your premiums, you can actually claim that while you're filing your tax returns. For example, let's just say that in a year you make 6 lakh rupees worth of money in the form of your income. So now 5 lakh rupees automatically will be given to you as a benefit. What about the another 1 lakh rupees amount of money? You can definitely pay taxes on the 1 lakh rupees worth of money, right? But now, if at all you have paid any kind of insurance premiums, it can be health insurance, it can be life insurances, etc., then you can actually claim that and deduct that from the excess income that you have made more than the threshold. So even if you have paid 30,000 rupees or 50,000 rupees in the form of your insurance premiums, you can actually project that while you're filing your taxes, and then you only have to pay the taxes on the remaining 50,000 rupees worth of money. So this is one more benefit that the government of India gives us, but the ones who are able to understand it and take advantage of it are only the ones who are able to do their financial transactions properly. And if at all you also want to do all these tax saving exercises, then this is your time. Make sure you do it before the financial year end, which is the 31st March 2022. Next point is that it's also the last date to complete or update your bank account KYC. So KYC is a new concept that has been introduced by a lot of banks these days, and it has become mandatory of sorts for all of us also to ensure that we are opening our bank accounts here. And whenever we are opening our bank account these days, banks ask us for certain documents which are known as the KYC documents, which is the Know Your Customer documents. So what they do over here is that they ask for certain documents with regards to our ID proofs, our address proof, our financial transactions proof, etc. So if at all you have not completed your KYC documentation and have somehow started doing your banking transactions, then this is your time to complete your KYC documentation within the due limit. So make sure you get all these KYC documents in place. It can be your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, your passport, as well as other documents which are important or integral part of your KYC. And along with that, also make sure that you're giving your recent pictures as well. It can be your passport size pictures, stamp size pictures, etc. Next point, or the fifth point, is that make sure that you're linking your mutual funds with your Aadhaar card or Aadhaar card with your mutual fund, vice versa. So what do you mean by this? So whenever we were earlier starting our financial journey in terms of our investments, it was earlier mandatory for us to present our PAN card, especially when you're buying any kind of shares, mutual funds, etc. But these days, it has also become mandatory for us to give our Aadhaar card details as well. So while you are setting up your account in your respective brokerage app, it can be Grow app, Zerodha app, 5paisa, etc. Make sure that you're giving your details of your Aadhaar as well. Your Aadhaar number also has to be submitted while you're doing your these kind of transactions. And if at all you have somehow not done it earlier and have somehow started your financial transaction, then this is your time to do it within the due limit. Otherwise, you might end up having trouble or hindrances while you're doing your financial transactions. You might not be able to receive your updates from the respective brokerage apps through your emails, your phone number, SMS, etc. So make sure that you are doing this within the due limits. And last but definitely not the least, the point that has supreme importance over here is that you also can save on your investments. You can save your taxes on your investments as well. You might be thinking from our previous point that the government only is giving us benefits with regards to if at all we are taking any kind of health insurance or life insurance or any other type of insurance for that matter. But do you know that government actually encourages you if you do any particular type of investments as well? For example, if you invest in any kind of government-based investment schemes like PPF, which is Public Provident Fund, or NPS, which is National Pension Scheme, or maybe Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana as well. All these kind of transactions and even non-government based investment options like tax saving FDs or ELSS based mutual funds. All these kinds of funds also give you tax benefit under Section 80C of the Income Tax Act, according to which you can actually save up to rupees 1,50,000 rupees worth of money every single year through your investments as well as your insurances. So if at all you have not linked these investments with your financial transaction, and if at all you think that this year I might end up paying more money in the form of my taxes, this is your opportunity, this is your time to actually take up your insurances as well as investments to ensure so that you are able to save some taxes for yourself as well as your family. So now the bigger question is that how do you plan your finances well? How do you understand all these kind of things which Government of India time and again introduces? How do you ensure that you are having a very solid, legit financial plan in place? The answer for this question is very much simple. You need to just download the Financial Freedom application. This one single app will help you with every single aspect of your life. You'll be able to definitely plan your personal finances very well. Along with that, if at all you have aspirations to start your own business, you can do that. If at all you're someone who is inclined towards farming, then you can definitely do that as well. Because here we will introduce you with our mentors who will take you through the process of setting up your own business, starting your own farming journey, or even handling your personal finances. It can be investing in stocks, mutual funds, etc. Not just that, even if you want to understand how the insurance works, like the health insurance, the car insurance, etc., all these kind of details also are explained here in 6 different languages, and we have made separate courses on all these topics. There are more than 650 plus courses available in our application right now, and we come up with a new course almost every single day on this mobile application, which is available in 6 different languages, which is Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada. More than 6.5 million people have already started their financial journey with Financial Freedom app. You can also start yours today. The link of this mobile application is provided in the description box. And if at all you liked watching this video, don't forget to like it, share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon as well, so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. And yes, don't forget to leave your feedbacks as well in the comment section. And if at all you want to make us videos on any particular topic, let us know about that as well. Until next time, my name is Fayaz and this is IndianMoney.com English. Get wise, break free.